Here's a quick little film on how to use Garageband for your oral history project. If you have a Macintosh computer, you would have a program, or potentially have a program called Garageband. That's really good for recording a lot of things, but also podcasts. So the first thing you'd want to do is go to Garageband, and I have it in my taskbar down here, but you might have it in your Launchpad. But you would open this up, and it's quite a powerful tool. If you probably won't need an external hard drive if you're just recording an audio file, but you may want to attach an external drive to your computer if it's going to be a large file. Anyway, so it takes a few minutes to open up here. When it does, and I already have a podcast open here, so I'm going to close this. And I'm going to open a new one, and it gives me a variety of options. I can do piano, electric guitar, voice, loops, keyboard. But I want podcasts. Yeah, Jofi, it's okay. Hannah, can you play with him for a second?
I want to be with you.
Oh, you want to be with me? Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to choose a podcast. So I might call this Oral History. And I'm going to save it in my documents. But if I had an external hard drive, I could do it there, or I could save it in a variety of places. But I'm going to keep it in my documents for now. And it's going to give me this interface that you'll see in a second. Okay. So what I would do is, here you have the male voice. I'm going to click on that, and you can see right here, this is my voice, and it's coming in pretty hot. So I may want to bring that down a bit, just so that it's not so loud. And because if it is too loud, then you're going to have some distortion, and that's not great. So you may want to test it out really quickly. So I would go down here if I'm about to interview my subject, and I would say test, 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 test. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm going to go back and see if it worked. Let's see if it works. And I would say test, test, test. So it does. Now I'm going to highlight this. I can get rid of this if I want. And so then I would just start recording, and I might say something like, so I'd record it and say the date. Okay, today is such and such a date, and I'm here interviewing so and so. I might say, hey, can you tell me about your life? So I might say to my daughter here, can you tell me, Hannah, a little bit about yourself? And what would you say? Nothing? You're too shy? Yeah. Anyway, so in that case, I would be able to do that. And then I could go in and actually edit it, and I could edit different pieces, but we'll get to that just a little bit later. I just want to get you guys started. And then, and then in terms of how would you share it and export it as an MP3 as opposed to a GarageBand file. Never send me a GarageBand file. Okay, so that's just sort of the beginnings of GarageBand. It's a really powerful tool, and we'll get to sort of how we can do the editing a little bit later on, but that should give you a pretty good idea. Okay, hope that's helpful. And we'll see you soon. What?
I'm good.
You're good? Great. Okay.